Hello, my name is Casper. Today I'm going to show you how to configure STROPS Technologies AVS Mobotix camera in low light conditions. First of all, what do you need to do? We need to log on portal.stropas.com. Okay, log in with your email address and password. Choose your camera, what you want to configure. Okay, log into the camera. Oh, wrong. Right, you will see live image. Basically, in different places, you need to do reconfiguration for this camera. First of all, what I do do general image settings. Let's leave camera selection for both lenses. We need both lenses, like one with wide angle and one short angle. And normally what I do, this is a recommendation, but what I do to get more best performance and better frame rate, I use for mobile situations where you use mobile data, I choose VGA resolution. Okay, and when you use VGA resolution, you are okay to have high resolution or normal or fast. But basically, for Mobotix camera, high image quality means that you will get less frames per second. For example, you on high mode, you will get only like 11 frames or 12 frames per second. But if you choose normal or fast, you'll get more frames, like 30 frames per second you can get from Mobotix camera. Right now I'll choose fast mode. Normally what I do, I just put frames per second here, no limitation, and disable live and pre-alarm image at 2 frames per second. I do this all the time. Attribute display mode with left and right sensor we leave as a full image. If you change these like lens correction, picture and zoom, which it means you change the settings in camera, and again it decrease the frame rate for the camera and image. So leave as full image. Okay, position of the insert image, it's bottom right, that's fine. We don't want to mirror or rotate images right now, but in this situation, in low light conditions, I really like my my images sharp and nice. What I do, I put like on the left lens about 8, and the same as on this lens. And I leave as automatic sharpness control. Sometimes I like when it's enabled, or sometimes it's disabled. It depends from the situation. But what I'm going to show you, it's going to be disabled. And do noise filtering as well. It means it doesn't give you those nice and crispy details. I will show later. Okay, we can maybe save these settings, and you will see how image will change. Right? Yep, you can see on the left side it's a black and white lens, which is more sensitive and for low light conditions. On the right side it's color lens, but it's been switched to black and white mode. Still, the image is not the best one, and you see the car is driving, and you cannot get like nice crispy details. What I will do, I will put this side like right lens, which is colored lens, on the automatic sharpness control. Yeah, it will give a bit hazier image, but still left image, which is black and white, gives it's a nice crisp detailed image. And on this section everything is done. I will go back to setup overview and do exposure settings. These are default settings from Mobotix. Normally what I do, I leave automatic contrast as a standard. We can leave brightness as 0. Backlight correction, we don't need to do that for a moment for low light conditions. Let's put full image for exposure control, which means you can use the full image to optimize exposure according to exposure window. It is a dial for full image recording, but it's as I said, it gives use the full image to optimize exposure according to exposure windows. If you have like overexposed places, you can like manage different and get a better result for low light conditions. Like here, you can see this side, it's very like overexposed. Yeah. Right. Let's leave it as a full image. Exposure weight, leave as 100% as a default. Leave these settings as a default as well. But what I do, basically from experience, normally what I do, I click off night improvement, because the image looks more better. You will see, right? Okay, it's more bright. It gives not that better result, but later on I will show you how it looks normal view. Sensor gain range, you can leave as at full, but I really like for this condition like not full mode, but give like, yeah, you can see right now how I changed to full view to high. It gave me a better image quality here. And basically what you have to understand, what's the exposure times. It's 1/5 second. In low light conditions, it's not that good for when car is passing away very fast, and then people can run and you will see those blurry objects which is moving in video. What I do, we can give roughly about 1/3 second, and here as well. Okay, picture will be a bit darker, but you will get nice, crispier details on moving objects in low light conditions. Okay, what I do normally, it's for outdoor cameras, I turn off frequency of power supply. I do not have artificial lights. This is good for outdoors. Okay, it doesn't affect the image for outdoor. Right. Okay, now we will go to color settings. Color settings are enabled only for right lens, which is colored lens. Automatic saturation control. Yes, you can see it's black and white, but maybe I'll turn on I'll disable it, and you'll see how the image will change in color light. Okay, and as I never mentioned, but the black and white sensor, it's 6 megapixel, and the color sensor is 5 megapixel sensor for Mobotix. Yeah, we can put the best JPEG quality. What I do, I normally put JPEG quality on VGA resolution about 80%. And what you have to understand, leave MXPEG codec. This is a specially the codec which is made by Mobotix, where every frame is iframe, right? And let's go back. Still, you can see that the colored image is not that good for video surveillance, maybe, but the black and white one, it's very nice. Still, we can see the car when it's passing in the video. It has this ghost effect, blurry. Let's put exposure setting for left lens. Let's put about 1/6 second. Okay, the image will be a bit darker, but still you will receive the best. You'll see all the moving objects will be nice and crispy. Okay. Right now we have 25 frames per second. What I want to show you, this is the exposure windows. We can change these exposure windows, like doing custom windows. for a moment it takes exposure from whole image. But if we have overexposed like places in image, we can disable them from image. We just have to open like in two windows, exposure settings, and one window leave it as a live image, and with pressing like holding shift button on live image and one click, okay, one click, it will allows you to put custom windows for exposure settings. For example, I want to take exposure from this building here, right? I click there, holding first click, shift, holding, and mouse click, and then just move where you want, just mouse click. And it will make a like yellow window, and open again this exposure settings, and here is a button add rectangular. Just yeah, I have already added these coordinates here. These numbers means, first number means lens, and these are coordinates for all these 4 points, and it will take in here, in, yeah. We can change it to out, okay, and it will take exposure settings from outside this window. Yeah, you can see it gets a bit darker, okay, right, or we can change it to in, okay. Let's change it to in. Yeah, you can see it will take the exposure from this place. Or on the colored lens, we can do it the same, holding shift, click, right, and just click on here, okay, and you can get as more as you want these custom windows for exposure settings. And here you can see that the first number is 0, which means it will take the right lens for this situation, okay. Still, I don't really like a picture for the colored lens. What I want to do, maybe let's change a bit general image settings and leave automatic sharpness control. Let's turn it off because it gives me this blurry effect and it doesn't look very good for me. And noise filtering, let's put, yeah, we can leave it as low. Okay, these are the basic settings what we can change. And here sensor gain, I would recommend for this situation turn off to low. Okay, and let's put this exposure time, maximum exposure time, 1/10 second. Okay, I think it will give us a better result for color lens. Okay, yeah, it did. Okay, right. This is how in low light conditions you can configure camera. Okay, you can see cars driving. It's very smooth video recording. As I'm recording this video, it doesn't have all the frame rate, but you can see the camera is giving out 30 frames per second, which means I can get 30 frames every frame in 1 second. Okay, right. Let's that should be it. If you have any questions about configuring cameras, all other stuff, you can contact us with stropstech.com by sending us email. And right, thank you very much for your time.